Hello and welcome to Long's Toys. Today I have a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers review for you. This is Legacy's Saba, the Talking Tiger Saber. It is a massively huge box that barely fits in the shot. But as you can see, cool picture of the White Ranger here on the front. It advertises die-cast parts, lights and sounds, and the Talking Tiger, obviously at the end of the hilt. Picture of it here on the top with the Rangers, and now has the 6 Rangers with White Ranger instead of the Green Ranger. Not really anything going on the bottom there. On the back, it has a little bit of the story, which I'll try to bring it in. If you wanted to take a look at that. And then it has it in 2 other languages as well. And then it's just kind of the same thing. Nice pictures. The sword blade actually extends and retracts, which I'll show you. Die-cast parts, lights and sounds. Talking Tiger. So it's a very, very cool piece. It is massive. It is from the Legacy line, so it is suggested for 15 and over, but obviously anyone can play with it. It does require 2 AAA batteries, which are included, which is really nice. So you don't have to make sure you have batteries. It comes with them. But we'll go ahead and we will move on to the toy itself. Alright, so here it is out of the packaging. This thing is absolutely massive. I'm going to do my best to try to keep it in shot as much as possible. But it's just absolutely huge. It's really, really nice. As far as die-cast pieces go, kind of where you see the gold chrome, like this piece up here, here on the handle, right here above. I think this up here is die-cast as well. Obviously it's silver. But I mean, this thing is just absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to try to do like a couple quick passes right now, and then I'll move on to everything. So it definitely does have a lot of die-cast pieces, which is kind of nice. The blade can extend. It just pulls out just like that, and then it kind of clicks into place. So, again, it's really hard to try to keep it in shot. But with the blade extended, it's about 28 inches long. So it's over 2 feet long. It is just absolutely massive. I'm going to kind of work with the blade back in, just in an effort to try to keep it in shot. But it's got a nice heft to it. It's very heavy. I mean, not so heavy that you can't wield it, but it's definitely, you can tell it's got bulk to it. On the underside, what they did, which was really nice, is you can see here, and maybe I can try to zoom in. Yes, maybe. So you can see the coin. Now they went with kind of a, almost kind of like what they did with the coins with the Morpher, the original Morpher, not the movie one, where it has kind of a weathered look. So it's kind of shiny on the raised part, and then the other part is kind of like, looks like it's kind of scratched up to give it kind of a worn look. I kind of would have preferred just complete shine, kind of like what the coin with the movie Morpher looks like, but that doesn't detract from it. And then you can see here, everywhere they had to put screws, they covered them with a little cap, which I did a pretty nice job. It blends in pretty well. I mean, you can still see them if you know where to look for them. But I think they did a pretty excellent job at covering the screw holes. And I'm glad they made that extra effort because it really pays off. It's nice that they didn't just leave all those screw holes exposed. My arm's getting tired from holding this thing. It's definitely probably at least 5 to 10 pounds, I would say. You could do reps with it. Alright, so to get into the sounds, right here is the on and off switch. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this around. Oops. See if I can... I don't want to get super close. But when you turn it on, you can see that Saba's eyes glow and he does roar, which is very cool. The buttons under here, there's a button here and a button here. So if you're holding it like a sword like this, so it makes 3 different sounds. And the nice thing is if you hit the button in quick succession, whatever sound you're on, it's going to keep making that one. But if you pause in between, it'll cycle through. So that's kind of cool. So if you want to do a lot of clashing sounds, it's not going to cycle through all the time. But then if you want the next sound... So I think that's kind of a cool feature. I think it's pretty neat how they do that. There's also this button under here. So if you're holding it, if you're holding the sword upside down, and it makes the same 3 sounds. So either of these buttons do the same thing. Alright, so then on the back of Saba's head, he has 2 buttons. You can see one on the left and one on the right. So if you press the left button if you're holding it this way, technically the right button if you're holding it this way. And I'll try to turn the lights down a little bit so you can see his eyes glow, because they do glow red. Which I think is pretty cool. And then if you hit the other button, that's going to cycle through the phrases that he makes.
Activate the Tiger Sword. White Tiger Sword. Tiger mode. Battle ready now. Oh, that was most impressive. I'm having difficulty getting through to the Red Ranger. I think you need a bit more power. I'll take care of him. Activate the Tiger Sword.
So I think it's really cool. The mouth obviously moves as he talks. The eyes glow red, the lights in his eyes. And they did go back and get the original voice actor for Saba to re-record new phrases for this, which I think is an amazing touch. I think that's so cool. Unfortunately, it does have a bit of a gear sound when it moves the mouth. It's, you know, you can overlook it. It's not that big a deal, but you can. It does drown out the sound a little bit, but it's not terrible.
White Tiger Sword. Tiger mode. Battle ready now.
I don't really know how they would have gotten around that, because having the mouth move with the phrase is absolutely awesome. So I think I would take the gear sound, you know, to get the mouth to move. I just, you know, wish you could have the best of both worlds, but
Oh, that was most impressive.
it's really cool. Also, if you hold down either one of the buttons, it starts to play the theme song. I'm not going to listen to the whole theme song. We've all heard it. But I think that's pretty cool. And while I have a close-up, I'll show you some of the detail on the side of Saba's head here. Really nice shiny chrome here. Got some nice gold paint here. All very, very nice. And you can kind of see the like black wash that they kind of did to his face. It's really, really nice. Here, I'll turn these lights back on. There we go. So you can see some of this detailing. I think it's really beautiful. Although now the lights are just kind of glaring off the chrome. But I love the detail here as well. Really, really nice. And also, if you were wondering, this is the battery cover. So if you need to put new batteries in, it's right here on the hilt. So I think this guy is phenomenal. I mean, he's just so impressive to hold in your hand because it's so massive, especially with the blade extended. And it makes so many cool sounds. I really appreciate that they got the original voice actor to come back and record these phrases. It's just, they put so much love into this thing that you can't help but love it. It's so fun to play with. I understand that the price tag is a little high. It's about $100, and it is a Toys R Us exclusive, in case I forgot to mention that as well. But the price will probably come down, or you can wait till there's a sale or get a coupon, or if you have some reward dollars. So there are ways to get the price down. And if you're a huge White Ranger fan or just a Mighty Morphin fan in general, I think this thing is a must-own piece for your collection. I never had Saba when I was a kid, the original one. Even if I did, I would get this one because this thing is like a show prop replica. It's so much bigger. I don't have the original one to compare it to because, like I said, I never had the original, but it's so much bigger. I've seen pics online. It's so well detailed. It's got die-cast parts. The lights and sounds are great. Saba's face and head looks fantastic. You have the original voice actor doing the phrases. The mouth moves. The eyes light up. I can't gush on this thing enough. It's fantastic. I don't have any problems with it. I think it's great. The only thing I could see anyone possibly complaining about is the price tag. But like I said, it'll probably come down a little bit where you can get a coupon or something. But I can't recommend it enough. I think it's fantastic. But please, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments. Please tell me what you think. If you have this guy, if you're hoping to get him, if you had the original and you know what it's like to hold them side by side, I'd love to hear it from you guys. Please like and share this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you've enjoyed this review of the Legacy Saba, the Talking Tiger Saber from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Legacy line. And thanks so much for watching.